We can all agree that illegal immigration is a big problem right now, but the way we fix it, well, that's where the divide begins, okay? Because what Donald Trump is doing, it really isn't fixing anything. It's expensive, it's chaotic, and in many cases, it's unconstitutional, okay? Let's start with the cost. The expanded deportation and detention policies cost over $23 billion in taxpayer money across this term so far. And that's not even counting the $15 billion just spent on a partial border wall. Yet, studies from multiple sources, including the DHS and the Cato Institute, show that undocumented immigrants commit fewer crimes than native-born citizens. So, where's the threat that's actually justifying this cost, okay? We also need to talk about the Constitution, all right? It is clear, based on what his press secretary says and what he said directly, okay? He believes in ending birthright citizenship, which is simply unconstitutional. You can't know, okay? Literally, 14th Amendment, it's clear, okay? Birthright citizenship is a constitutionally protected right. It was put in the amendments. It was put in the Constitution for a reason, okay? So, Trump's deportation force hasn't just targeted undocumented people either. There are a dozen of reported cases of legal residents and even U.S. citizens being detained or deported because of either bad data or simply no due process. Veterans, green card holders, people with citizen children. There's so many examples of this happening. And let's not forget the families, okay? Thousands of children have been separated from their parents and some have never been reunited. As of 2024, there are more than 1,200 families that still haven't been reconnected. That's not security. That's traumatic for the kids. So, here's a better idea. Let's build a system that actually works. A national citizenship reform program with hundreds of processing centers across the country, expanded secure border checkpoint locations, robust background checks and screening for every applicant, and pathways to legal residency based on contribution, not chaos. Now, the cost of that would actually only be around $40 to $50 billion to build and staff over the next 10 years, meaning that we could literally actually spend a lot less in comparison to what Trump would spend, obviously, if it would go for the 10 years. And no, okay, English should not be a requirement to stay, okay? This is America, not England. This is the diverse melting pot for a reason, okay? And if you think someone's value depends on their accent, that's not patriotism, that's prejudice, okay? So overall, we both want safety, right? We both want order, but Trump's way, it's wasteful, it's cruel, and it's definitely not humane, okay? It's time to replace fear with function, okay? Not just stronger borders, but with smarter ones. Not just fewer people, but better policy, okay? You can't forget that our country was literally founded because of immigration. They're the foundation of our country, and they still are to this day. So the future of immigration should be lawful, fair, and humane, okay? Isn't that what America's supposed to stand for? Let me know your thoughts.